Today's share for Secret Garden of Soul is the topic of seed thoughts. This is Phoebe Ava Spiller. The title of this share is called Uncharted Waters. Several years ago, I had a conversation with an old sea captain where he shared something that helped me understand a situation I'd gone through previously that stunned me because the end result was so far removed from what I thought or expected would happen. He was explaining why it was essential to plot and graph the course he was going to take before ever leaving shore. It was crucial to know where the tide was, the direction and speed of the wind, condition of the water like chop or the height of waves, as well as the navigational elements of degrees, latitude, etc., for the exact place he wanted to end up. I asked what would happen if you didn't do all this planning first. He looked at me, shocked at my ignorance of seamanship, and replied bluntly, "You would end up somewhere you didn't want to be, because every zero on a nautical chart could mean up to 30 miles off course, depending on any unseen weather conditions that can appear out of nowhere." In a flash, I finally understood a situation where I was going through a very nasty divorce many years before and ended up 180 degrees opposite of where I had wanted to be. True, I was naive about legal matters. I couldn't fathom legal maneuvering, was horrified when hearing false witness and then being told they were paid to do so, nor did I understand the basis of courtroom protocol or any other legal proceeding at the time. Therefore, I didn't know what to even ask for or how to present any data or fight for justice. And all these issues were like 0 degrees on a navigational chart. I didn't know what they meant, what they stood for, or the immense implications this lack of knowing and planning would have on my own life plus the life of my children. The times we are living in right now are unprecedented for the majority of us, the few exceptions being a centennial here and there who was a child when the Spanish flu epidemic spread around the world in 1917, 1918. Back then, millions died due to also not knowing the difference 1 degree of thoughtful planning could make in their own life or family's life. Regardless of what we hear, believe, or think is real and how bad things are somewhere out there, even if it isn't that bad right here where we are yet, we are on uncharted waters in this situation. While we choose being safe at home, on occasion we do need to venture out for medicine or food. That extra planning for wearing a face mask, having supplies in the car for wiping hands, handles, keys, disposable gloves for touching a gas pump, and a designated trash bag for all of this to go into and be discarded outside the house once returning home. It all may seem as insignificant as 1 degree on a sea map. However, it also might be the very thing that brings you and your household through this monstrous time storm, and to be a safe harbor where you have survived or where you want to end up once this pandemic crisis has passed on.